few days ago, I reviewed the Beauty Bay Botanical Eyeshadow palette, and in that video, I asked, do you want to see a 3 looks 1 palette with this palette? And you guys said yes. So here we go. Today, I'm filming that video for you. I've decided to do 3 very different looks. So one look is a more everyday look, another look is a cut crease, and then the third look is this. It's just a kind of wild and crazy smush of some shades that I wanted to put together, a very playful, a very non-serious kind of look. So I've definitely tried to incorporate everyone in this video, whatever your makeup style may be. I really hope that this video will help you out. So this is the palette. I will show it you now. After this video, I have played with every single shade apart from Ripple, which is this shade. So I'm really, really excited about that. I'm very happy to have played with the whole palette pretty much. And spoiler, I think it's gorgeous. I really do think it's beautiful. So this was the look that I did in my review. So technically now I've done 4 looks. And if in this video you decide that this is the palette for you, I do have an affiliate link down below that will help out my channel. I will get a small commission from your sale at no extra expense to you. It just helps out my channel. It lets me do a lot more reviews. And to everyone who has used my affiliate link, thank you so much. It honestly, yeah, it's crazy. For a small YouTuber like me to have that is bonkers. It's bonkers. But just before we do jump into the looks, if you have not already, like and subscribe. I upload every single day here on my YouTube channel, 7 days a week. I'm trying to get more into review-based content, so if that is something that you're interested in, definitely join our little family here. And Beauty Bay, I mean, it's a staple. It's a staple. We love her. Look at this. I'm just so excited to share this video with you guys today. 3 more looks. If you are interested, then definitely stick around. Alrighty, look number 1 with the Botanicals palette. Technically look number 2 because I did do a full review of this palette, but I'm sure I would have spoken about that in the intro. I have a vision. Let me talk through my vision first. So I want to play with these smoky grays, maybe this duochrome. It's a blue to bright green, and then this is a wing. What are we thinking? If you don't like it, I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna start with, I think, more of a fluffy brush. I did clean my brushes recently. Yeah, a lot of them are stained green. That's fine. Also, we've got some friends today. Yeah, don't know why. We're gonna ignore it. I'm gonna go in with the shade Ash, which is this mid-tone grey matte. There is this shade Mushroom as well, which is definitely more of a taupe. So if you wanted to go around the more taupey route, you could definitely use that. I'm going for more grey. So it is strange for me not starting every single look that I do with a black eyeshadow. However, there is no black eyeshadow in this palette. It's a learning curve for me, I know. I'm going to pop this all over the lid, and I am going to blend it up into the crease as well. I would probably personally go with something a little bit deeper, but that's just my personal preference. I am a sucker for super deep smoky looks. That is not the vibe of this palette. I'm having to remind myself of that. This is a really, really nice grey. Very pigmented. And again, I'm just brushing this through the crease. I'm not going too high up because I am going to blend it out with another shade. But that's nice. And no fallout either. I'm going to bring it down onto the lower lash line. I think this crease work is going to be quite simple for my taste, but you know what? I like pushing myself a little bit. I am a maximalist through and through. It's a blessing and a curse, but today, you know what? Chill out, Caitlin. Chill out. This eye is always a little bit more tricky just because it is more floppy, I guess. I've got more excess skin on this eye, but then again, this eye is so strange because sometimes it'll have 2 creases, sometimes it doesn't. Who knows? Today it's having a good day. It's matching, but a lot of the times it just doesn't. So who knows what's happening with my eyes? I have heard that the face doesn't stop moving and growing until you're 25. So I've got a few years left, and I'm hoping that this eye just stays with the 2 creases, because I'm not gonna lie, that is a massive insecurity of mine. It is. But it's had a few, this is so random, I know, but we're having a chat, we're having a catch up. This eye's had a few days where it has had 2 creases. I've celebrated. I've been like, oh my God, yes, my biggest insecurity is cured. And then the next day it'll just go back to having 1 crease again. So I'm not celebrating too early. Okay, so that is the grey on. It looks pretty nice. No fallout again. Very happy with that. I'm going to take a slightly fluffier brush and I'm going to go in with the shade Pebble, which is the lighter grey matte. And I'm just very, very messily just going to go and blend all of this. I'm not being precise. I want this to be smoky. I want this to be blended, and I just want it to be smushed all over the eye. It's what I love about these just blending shades that are really, really light. You don't have to think about them. You can literally take a massive brush and just go ham. And that literally blended perfectly within about 10 seconds. So wow, that's cute. Look at that. I like that. And let's do a live one, because I don't know if I've cut anything there. So we're gonna talk. We're going to talk about the weather. Oh my God, the weather. It's actually sunny here in England. Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunk? And with that, 10 seconds, it's pretty much blended. Look at that. A slight little bit of unblendedness on the outer corner, but we can just go smush that up a little bit. And yeah, we're done. That's it. I love Beauty Bay formula anyway. Like, I knew I'd love this formula. I did say in my review I was a little skeptical about the colour story. And that's because the colour story online looked a little bit blah. It just looked a little bit bland. Like, these neutral shades all kind of look the same on the pictures. They're not the same. They're not the same. They're very different. And they're very beautiful. All right. So I kind of want to layer some of these shimmers. I do want this to be the main event on the lid, but I'm thinking of maybe putting lightning on first, just to have that really icy silvery base. Thoughts? What are we thinking? I agree. Great idea. So I'm gonna pop this. Oh, that is look at that. Oh yeah, that's pretty. I'm so into cool tones, it is ridiculous. So this look, beautiful. So this is the shade Lightning that I'm putting on my eyes right now. And I literally tap my finger in once and it's beautiful. I'm going to use that big fluffy brush just to diffuse some of this shimmer a little bit. That went on so quick, so easy. It is stunning. And then to top it off, we're going to go in with Waterfall, which is this green to lilac shade. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so excited. You guys know I love a good duochrome. Okay, so this is the duochrome on versus the duochrome off. You can definitely see some kind of yellowy shift. In person, you can anyway. I feel like this shimmer is a lot more close to the matte greys than this shimmer is. I do like it. That is pretty. It's minimal, but it's pretty. I'm using the wrong brush. And I'm going to blend the outer corner just with that big fluffy brush, just to make sure there are no harsh lines there. Oh, beautiful. So you could stop here if you're just looking for an everyday look with a little bit of a twist with that duochrome. However, I'm going to continue on and I'm going to do a wing with a brush that is clean, hopefully. And I'm going to go in with Eggplant. This is definitely one of the more punchy pops in this palette. Say that 3 times fast. Tap off my excess because this will probably give us a little bit of fallout. And I'm going to start by running this on the lash line. Let's see how well this works as a wing. Okay, I like that. I did poke myself in the eye, so I'm hoping my eye doesn't start leaking because that would not be good. But I'm going to start bringing this on the lower lash line as well. I just want to bring it round really make sure that this eggplant shade is seen. And I am going to put a very similar shade in the waterline as well, just to really bring everything together. You guys know I had to do this. I love contrasting shades. So I think this is a really cute contrast. I haven't tried this color combination before, but I think it's really cute. I do have very hooded eyes here, so if I just relax my eyes, it definitely does hide a lot of the shimmer, but that was my fault. I just got too excited. All right. They're definitely cousins, not sisters. That's fine. That's fine. So I'm going to use Charmer from Colourpop in the waterline. I think this is my best match. Yeah, that is a perfect match. Look at that. Then on the inner corner, I'm just going to use a highlighter just because there is an inner corner shade in this palette, but it is slightly warm tone. It's this shade here. It's called Savannah, and it's definitely a little bit pinky, orangey leaning. We will use it in another look, but just for this look, I do want this to be quite grey. This is cool. I like this. I've never done a color combo like this, but I'm loving it. I think when I get my lashes on, I finish everything off, it will look a lot better. So let me do that, and then I'll come back with the final look. All right, this is the first look done. I did like a reddy kind of lip, but not like too red. I don't know. Do you think it goes? I'm still struggling to think if it goes or not, but I like the eye look. I think it's really different. I think it's everyday with a pop of something fun. You guys know me. I absolutely love a pop of something fun. A little bit of like, ooh, that's different. My middle name, I absolutely love. And of course, cool tone Smokies. Oh, get in my belly. Cool tone Smokies. I love them. I love them so much. So look number one, what are we thinking? Let me know down below. Would you wear this look out and about? What would you change? What would you add? What would you keep the same? I want to know. So with that being said, let's move on to look number 2. Okay, I look like I haven't slept in about 10 weeks because that waterliner is still in my waterline, but I'm going to cover it up because we're going to do look number 2 with this palette. So in my review, I did say that these browns and these greens could go really, really well together, and I want to showcase that today. I want to do like a smoky browny green look. Now, I don't know if I want to do a cut crease. I don't know if I want to do... I don't know. I'm still thinking of how to do it. I've got a few little ideas, but I think because there's not much depth in this palette, I mean, there is this eggplant and then this kind of mid kind of green. I was going to call it a brown. It's not a brown, it's a green. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do a cut crease just because I don't know if it'll be deep enough. But then, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If it fails miserably, it fails miserably. I don't know what to tell you. Okie dokie. So I'm going to go in with the shade Oak, first of all, which is this mid-tone neutral brown. And I'm just going to see how dark this is. Okay, it's not very dark. Sometimes eyeshadows can look a lot deeper or a lot lighter in the pan. So it's always nice to just test it out on the corner of my eyes first. I think this means that I'm going to be doing like a smoky green because I don't think this is deep enough for a cut crease. So I'm just going to build this up as much as I can. Could it be a cut crease? Oh, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it a cut crease because I can. So I'm just building it up as much as I can right now. It does layer very, very well. You can definitely put a very light amount of this on the eyes and it won't be this much. It'll just give a very nice, neutral, everyday deepening shade. But I mean, I'm going in right now. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that went on really, really nicely. Again, not much fallout at all. The last look did give a little bit of fallout on the silver shimmer, but that is because I did like go pretty hard on that one. So here we go. We're looking beaten up. We're looking even more tired with the red in the waterline, but trust me, I hope it will get better in a second. So I think I'm going to go in with Clay, which is this more reddy tone as a middle transition. And then I might put Dune on. So like this trio here. And this is going to make this look contrast the green a lot more, just adding a little bit of a redness to it. I hope that'll look nice. I don't know. I'm making things up as I go right now. So keep your fingers crossed. I am going to leave my lower lash line for now, just because I can feel my eyes wanting to water. That's not the eyeshadow. That's just because I took a makeup look off and my eyes are freaking out right now. So yeah, I will leave my lower lash line a little bit. Okay, that's just added a really, really nice reddy hue. It's not done too much blending wise, but I think it's just given me that color that I want. And then I think with the same brush, I'm going to go in with Dune. I've not used this shade yet, so let's see how it performs. And again, I'm just going to be very, very messy with this. I'm not going to be too precise. I love throwing on last transition shades like I don't have a care in the world. That is something that makes me very happy. That's blended gorgeously. Ooh, I like that blend. That's a really nice rosy bricky tone blend. It's not your average like boring neutral blend. It's something a little bit different, and I think the shade Clay really brings out a little bit of readiness with that. I like that. So you can see there is a little bit of a harsh line. So I'm just going to go back in with my deepening brush. I've got no extra product, but I'm just going to twist it and dot it around a little bit. This is just going to blend out that shade, make that harsh line disappear. And it has taken 10 seconds and it's done. I have a hair from my eyebrow. I need to get new little tiny scissors because mine have gone walkabout and my brows are so long. They need cutting, but I can't cut them. This is nice. It's a little different and it's nice. All right, so I'm gonna go cut my crease and then I'll be right back. Okay, my crease is cut. I decided to use my P. Louise Basic Base in the shade Yummy Yellow just because it kind of goes with the look. I didn't want to use a green base because my green base is really, really pigmented and I didn't want to give these shadows like a false wow, these are amazing if they don't show up. So this is quite a neutral base. It's not going to help the pigment. So let's jump into these greens. I'm so excited about these. So I'm going to start with Amazon, which is the more murky, swampy green shimmer. And I did say when I swatched this palette that this has not as much shimmer in it. It is a very, I wouldn't say subtle, because that's definitely not the vibe, but it's definitely more of a low-key shimmer. And I'm going to use this just to blend these two color stories together today, because you bet I am using that bright ass neon acidy green. Maybe not acidy, but you know what I mean. I'm using a bright green on the crease. Okay, that went on beautifully. Very excited about that. So now I'm going to go in with Artichoke, which is this beautiful bright green. And I did use this in my initial review and loved it. Look at that shade. Look at that shade. And I've said it once, I'll say it again. It goes with my nail. Absolutely meant to be. Okay, but now it's time for the real test. Does it go on with a brush? We'll see, we'll see. Oh, wow, it does. It does indeed. This is another reason why I love Beauty Bay shimmers. They often do go on with a brush, which is very, very rare. Very rare. Let me tell you that. A lot of the time, if a shimmer does go on with a brush, it's not the best shimmer because it won't have like as much creaminess. It won't have as much, I don't know, shebang, but this has the shebang and it has the brush staying power. I've not sprayed my brush either. This is just a dry brush, and it's doing beautifully. That is real pretty. I'm so glad I chose to cut this crease. I'm going to go in with that murky green again, Amazon, just to make sure that these two color stories are blended. That's so cute. That's really pretty. I do love a good cut crease. Okay, I'm still living in 2016. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I'll say it 100 times. I can't stop. I don't care if they're not trendy anymore. I love them. Now, of course, if you don't want to do a cut crease, you can do this look without the cut crease. You can just blend the green into these browns. You don't have to spend an eternity cutting your crease if you don't want to. If you find that a little bit intimidating, don't cut the crease. Just pop these shimmers all over the lid, blend them up a little bit. You'll get the same kind of look, but obviously without the harshness of that cut crease. It'll still look beautiful. It'll still look amazing. So there we go. I do want to have a little bit of a different pop on the lower lash line. I'm gonna attempt now to do the same mats that we did in the crease on the lower lash line. I'm being very gentle because, like I said, this eye loves to leak. Oh, she loves it. It's a favorite pastime. Okay, I think we've just about gotten away with that. I'm really scared to blend it more. Okay, so the pop, I'm thinking maybe this shade. This is the shade Canyon. And I've just wiped my brush off and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This is gonna be our little pop on the lower lash line. I was gonna do the greens, but no, I think that's nice. I want to try as many colors as I can. And this again goes on with a brush really nicely. That's nice. It's not too in your face, but it does just cause a little bit of a contrast. And that's what I love. So, yep. I'm happy with that. There is a little bit of fallout with that shade, but that's kind of expected. Packing on a shimmer with a brush, it's gonna do that. So we're not too bad. We're not too bad. And then I think with the same brush, I'm gonna go in with Savannah, which was that inner corner shade that I said was a little bit too warm to do on the last look. But this look, it will be absolutely perfect. Look at that brightness. Wow. I think this look is really cute. I love this. Ah, love it. So what waterliner are we going to use? I do have this one. That could be different. Yeah, I'm going to try this bright yellow. Why not? This is Punch. Yeah, Punch from Colourpop. It's actually the first time I'm using this, so I'm scared. I'm hoping that this is just going to bring in the warmness of the green. Does that look good or does that look a bit crazy? I'm not sure. You know what? I think that's fun. I think that's something a little bit different. I wouldn't... yeah, no, it's nice. I like it. So I'm going to do my lashes once again and then come back with the final look. All right. So this is look number 2, complete. I love this. I love this. This is so cute. This is so summery. I feel like this encompasses this packaging, this color story. I'm so obsessed. I love it. I really like how that little bit of shimmer on the bottom, the shade Canyon, catches the light and makes things a little bit different. I love the contrast of the green. I just think this look is beautiful. Of course, I did put some big old lashes on. Big old boys. My big boys, they need replacing. Okay, don't look too close because they definitely need replacing. But this is the second look and I love it. This is my favorite one so far. I don't know what I'm going to do for my third look, but I mean, you'll see in a second. Okay, so it's time for look number 3. My eyes hurting a little bit, but no pain, no gain, baby. We carry on. We keep calm, carry on. So I was thinking when I was taking off my makeup, what eyeshadows have I not used in this video? So I haven't used these green mattes, but I have used those in my initial review. But I think I'm going to use them again today. I haven't used Mushroom at all in this video or my last video. And I haven't used Fall either in this video or my last video. I haven't used Quartz in this video. Maybe we can incorporate that in somewhere. And I don't think I've used Ripple either, this shade. So This look is going to be like a green taupe look. Green and taupes go together so well. I'm going to be doing, I've got a vision in mind. I don't know if it'll go to plan. I hope it will. So I'm going to start with like a pencil brush. And I'm just going to say now, right, I think this look anyway is going to be a little bit out there. But the purpose of this is to show you the colours more together. I don't know if anyone is going to be recreating this specific look for an everyday walk in the park. But it's just to show you the colours, to blend them out together and show you what colours go together really well, things like that. So hopefully this works out. So I'm going to go in with Myrtle, which is this matte deep-ish green. And I'm going to start putting this in like a wing shape. I'm a little bit worried that this isn't going to be deep enough for what I want it to do. But I'm going to try anyway. I'm nothing but a trier, baby. And then I'm going to bring it in. I should probably use a bit of a sharper brush. And I'm just building it up because I do want it to be quite deep. I want the pigment to be there. And once again, I'm going to leave the outer corner of my eyes because they're the ones that are stinging a little bit. I'm going to fill this in a little bit, not all the way, because I do want to have that like transition blend with the lighter green. I don't know how well this is going to go. Don't judge me, please. Okay, that is what we're looking like right now. Let's try and get it even on the other side. That is the tricky part, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it. It's fine. How hard can a triangle be? Are we even? I can't tell. I think this one's slightly bigger. Right, hang on. Right, that's fine, I think. If anyone's looking closer than this, I'm worried, you know? So I'm going to go with, I think, more of a small brush. And I'm going to go in with Matcha, which is this very, very pale green. And I'm going to start blending this on the outer part of this look. In my 3 looks 1 palette videos, I always like to have like one everyday kind of look, one maybe cut crease, and then one just like absolutely crazy look. So I hope you guys like these. As I said before, you don't have to go and recreate this look. It is just a little bit of fun, showing you how they blend, showing you how they work. This eye leaking, darling. And as I said before, I did use both of these shades in my full review, and I blended them in a way that is like you would actually blend an eyeshadow on the everyday basis. I don't think people are doing this just to pop to Aldi. You know, I know, I'm aware. If you are, I mean, me too. Me too. We can be crazy eyeshadow looks together. And I'm going to bring this green slightly further in just to make a bit of a blend as well. Okay, how are we looking? Not too bad, not too bad. I'm going to blend this dark green a little bit more. And then again, on the other side, just doing the same thing with the shade Matcha. I think by the end of this look, I will have used all the shades of the palette. That's what I try and do. I did do a 3 looks 1 palette with the Cosmic Brushes Cool Trolls palette as well. And I want to use as many shades as possible because you never know, that one shade that you don't use, it could be the dud. And I want to make sure that I'm testing everything thoroughly. We're definitely not even. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna try our best. I feel like this is a bit of a leaf look. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, definitely not even. That's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna go in with the shade Mushroom, which is this taupey brown shade right up my street. And I'm going to start putting that on the inner part of this crease and really blending it in with that green blend. I love this shade already. This is like my perfect everyday eyeshadow shade. I think it's so pretty. It's so pigmented, so easy to blend. Just like the rest of this palette. Honestly, I don't even have to say this anymore. You guys know. These shades are gorgeous. Beauty Bay quality. Stunning. stunning. Taupes and greens just go so well. Like, I've shown you now the taupes and the greens, and then in the last look, I showed you the, like, warm browns and greens. They just go so pretty. And then in my main review, I showed you the, like, pinky purpley greens as well. Yep, love. I love when a palette is versatile and when you can do multiple things with a palette. And you can definitely do multiple different ways with this palette. Okay, I'm going to go in with Fall, which is the taupey shimmer shade. This looks so pigmented, and I'm going to put... Oh, that's nice. This is one of their more creamy shades, but it is beautiful. I'm going to pop this all over the lid. Wow. This looks wet on my eyes. That's so pretty. Then I'm going to use the taupey matte brush just to blend. I do like to give my shimmers a little bit of a blend so they don't look too harsh in the crease. That's pretty. That's pretty. And you know what? I thought this was going to be like my least used shade, but I'm going to go back in with Amazon, which is the more smoky green shimmer, and start popping that on the outer corner as well, just to connect the neutral and the greens together a little bit. I always love blending color stories with shimmers. I just think they're more malleable and I think they're more versatile almost. That's like, this is very different. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with this look. It's a very different look for me. I don't know where the inspiration came for this look, but I like it. I think it's cool. It's very, very different. Yes, I know, but I think it's cool. I love playing with makeup. I love playing with shapes. And this is definitely that. I'm just going to use some more of that dark green matte to fill in a little bit of this wing. I feel like that pastel green kind of took over a little bit. So to help with the blend, I'm just gonna fill in. How cool is this? Okay, I like this. Okay, now for the hard part, my lower lash line. Please work. Please don't leak everywhere. Please be nice to me. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. What do I want to put here though? Do I want to do like a red? I mean, I could do quartz, which is this red shade. Why not? Why not? It's like a duochrome red to green. This is going to give me so much fallout, but I'm not even bothered. Yes. Yep. I was scared. I'm not going to lie, but yeah. 100% the right call. Okay, what are we thinking of this? Again, the placement, the shape, it's out there. I know. I wanted to play though. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to show that this palette is indeed for those colourful girls, those colourful, really out there girls as well, because I know it does look kind of neutral. It does, but you can play with it. You can have fun with it. And I think this is so cute. Okay, what waterline? I'm going to go with a bright green. It's got to be catsuit. It's got to be catsuit. All right. Let me do my lashes. Let me put everything together. Yeah, this is crazy. This is like, I love this though. Crazy in the best possible way. Let me get everything together. Then we are going to debrief now that I have done 4 total looks with this palette. Is it worth it now that I've really delved deep? Who knows? Stay tuned. Okay, this is my close-up of my 3rd and final look with this palette. I think it's stunning. Oh my god. This look was very, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna play around, hope for the best, see what happens, and I don't know, I don't think it came out that bad. I think it's fun, I think it's something different, and that's what I wanted to do. So now that all of my looks are complete, I have done 4 total looks with this bad boy. What do I think? Is it worth the money? Yes. 1,000,000% it is worth the money. £16 for this palette is so good. It is such good value. I was thinking the other day about how crazy it is that brands can charge hundreds of pounds sometimes for lackluster palettes. This is better than a lot of them. This is better than a lot of the high-end brands. This works so well. In this whole video, I think there's one shade that I haven't used, and that is Ripple here. But you know what? I swatched it in my full review. It's stunning. And I just think it's so beautiful. Is that the only shade that I haven't used? I haven't used Sea Moss in this video, but I have used it in my other review. So technically that is used as well. I just love this palette. It is truly versatile. It is amazing. You've got your warm neutrals, you've got your cool neutrals, you've got greens, and you've got pinks. It's just beautiful. It really, really is. Was I expecting to love this palette? No. No, I wasn't expecting to love this palette. Do I love this palette? Yes. I'm so glad I bought it. I said in my review that when I saw this palette on Beauty Bay, I was like, nah, I don't think I'm going to buy it. Like, that was my first impression. That was my first reaction to this. I'm so glad I did, because I really do think that it is really, really versatile. Someone did say in my comment section that this reminds them of the Mel Thompson palette. And yes, 100%. If you didn't get your hands on that palette, I don't think it's sold anymore. This is a great, 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 not replacement for that, but step in dupe for that. I think it is amazing. Love this palette. 10 out of 10. I think it is so gorgeous. If you want this color story, and if this color story speaks to you, then definitely check out my link down in the description. I also wanted to say, just before I sign off, thank you all so much for the response on my review. I've said recently that I'm looking to get more into review content, and it's a very scary thing changing a niche, but that video did incredibly well. I'm over the moon. I'm really, really overwhelmed with the amazing response to that video, and I hope you guys love this video just as much. I'm definitely going to be doing a lot more things like this in the future, so definitely stay tuned. But this is it. This is where I'm going to love you and leave you today, guys. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye-bye.